Steve's trying out our new to us stove and oven combo that we put in. It's a Furrion stove. And instead of the drop-in 2-burner one that was here, this one now has 3 burners and a big cast grid cooking area. Plus it has an oven, which we've been severely lacking. So, Steve's making us breakfast this morning, aren't you?
Yes, I am. What
you doing?
Making up some hash browns. Some will turn out really nice.
And bacon from the little Mennonite store in Oconto, between Oconto and Lena. And I get to do the eggs as soon as the hash browns are halfway done. So I guess I better get a move on here and get in my spot. With the galley kitchen, we have to kind of take our turns and work one at a time. But we don't mind. It's a pretty nice big kitchen. It's got quite a bit of extra counter space, especially if we had put on the sink covers. But I'm really happy that the stove is working out. We perked coffee on it this morning and now breakfast. We don't often go to restaurants or anything as we travel around. We don't do a lot of the tourist things. So a lot of our cooking is right here in the camper or out on the campfire. Well, time to get my eggs done. Action. Here we are on site number 5 at Amicon Falls State Park in northwestern Wisconsin. It's one little loop of about, I don't know, I think about 30 sites. No hookups, it's rustic camping. No electric, no water. Although the sites do look kind of level when you go to reserve them, it really wasn't. We had to go up 5 blocks on the front to get level with the rear tires. And then the site definitely slopes upward to the rear, as you can tell by the angle of this trailer. It generally rides level. But no complaints though, because it was a nice spot so we can walk down by the waterfalls this morning. And we're surrounded by beautiful trees and shrubbery. No neighbors nearby. It's pretty quiet. There was one person running a generator till 10 p.m. And every now and then you can hear the highway noise from out on US 2. And we did hear a train go by last night. But all in all, it was a nice little place to come. And Nick seems to give it his stamp of approval. Don't eat the leaves, you goofball. There's a feeling of fall in the air this morning. It was down in the 50s last night. We slept with the windows open. I think these are wild roses here. These are the rose hips. So we're going to head on down to the falls this morning and see what we can see. And then from there we're heading into Minnesota. Okay, we're going to leave our campsite now and head down to the waterfalls. I thought I'd film a little loop through the campsite. We're on number 5. So actually 1 through 4 are down that way. Really nice wooded campsite, separated by a lot of trees and brush. There was 6. There's some pit toilets. Suppose those were 8 and 9. Here's number 10. We tried backing into, which one was it last night? Was it 12? It was pretty crookedy here, this one here. So we went back over to 5. So I'm testing out my wireless microphone. We'll see how the audio sounds on this one. Over here are a couple walk-in sites for tent camping. You just park your vehicle here in this parking lot and carry all your gear in to some little walk-in sites. There's a snowshoe trail. Over here are some other bathrooms and a water faucet, as well as we noticed there was a water fill station with a pump unit that you could hook a hose onto. We don't see that too often in a campground, but because they don't actually have a dump station here, I suppose they needed somewhere to fill with water. A lot of tents in here. And although the sites weren't really the most level, it's not too bad if you have a trailer. Oh, we tried backing in that one too. If you have a trailer, you can pivot better to get level, you know, raise or lower your front or your rear. Whereas when you're in a four-wheeled vehicle like a motorhome, you're kind of stuck with all four corners. And we do not have hydraulic levelers the way we did on our last motorhome. So the more level we can get on our own, the better. And we do have the little Lynx leveler blocks to drive up onto. Last night we used every block in our arsenal to get level. Good morning. I guess it's not. Over to the left was the registration office and information building. And down here to the right is to the falls. That one's called the Thornberry Trail and Snowshoe Trail. I'll get back out the window here and off the dash. Speed limit 15, especially going downhill. A little chippy on the road. I think we have to keep going, don't we? Oh, I didn't know that you said, yeah, that's not a dump station. It's dumpsters, not a dump station. Okay. Well, the sun poked out this morning. We're supposed to get rain this afternoon, but for now, the blue skies are greatly appreciated. There's one of the picnic pavilions over here.
73 degrees out.
Oh, it's 73 degrees. Steve has a little thermometer right on his dash. Whoop, over a couple bumps there. Maybe the camera will fix that. And look at this. Here's some beautiful rippling water and rapids. And now we'll head down to Amicon Falls. Oh, it says no trailers, buses, or RVs to the left. Well, maybe where else can we go? I suppose we have to go back to the campground if we want to walk down here. Or go back up to the picnic area. Well, now we can see why there were no RVs allowed down here. It's just little teeny short parking spots, just cars. There's a cute little fire pit with little log benches. Walking down alongside the river with all the little rapids. Nick's got his sniffer going. Okay, we're going to try one of these selfie walking things. You got to look at that little camera there. We haven't done this before. So this is how it works, huh? See, you gotta look at that little circle. I don't even know if it's aiming around and getting us in the camera or not, if it's chopping off our heads. What do you think?
I don't know. No idea.
It's a test. I'm new to this GoPro stuff.
It's a wide angle.
Nick's in the lead. He's taking us through the woods. Stopping to sniff everywhere. Cute little split rail log fences here. Now this is the covered bridge out to the island and the lower falls. Oh, is this cute? Nicely maintained. Wow, what a view. Is that beautiful? Leaving Wisconsin now and heading into Minnesota. This is the Richard Bong Bridge that we're going up over. I believe it's called the St. Louis Bay. Lots of busy railroad tracks on the railroad yard at Superior. Back there, the edge of Duluth is called the Bluff. The city's built into a bluff. My family came from there. My grandma and their whole family came from Duluth from the Bluffs. Here we are winding our way up to cross over the river. Let's see, it's Wednesday and it's about 1:15 in the afternoon. Pretty light traffic. Downtown busy city driving. Rain splatters here on the windshield. There we are, the sign, St. Louis aerial bridge. There's big old oar locks. Loading up the oar boats. Here we go, crossing over the bridge. Twisty, turny, windy bridge.
The same bridge as they built in Green Bay.
Yeah, Tower Drive. Yeah, the side window here is a little better to film out of. And here we are. Hello, Minnesota. Come hang out here for a while. We're headed to a Corps of Engineers campground called Pokegama Dam up near Grand Rapids, Minnesota. So that's our next destination. Once we get out of town, it'll be smooth sailing right on US 2, heading west. That's what this whole journey is about, our cross-country trip on US 2. Here's the sign. We're on the right route. Head west, Steve.